Hi guys, good day to everyone. This video is intended to discuss the concept of research topics and the different ways on how to appropriately identify research topics. And to start our discussion, let's first talk about the importance of research topic on your research. So technically, my dear students, research topic is the focus of your study. And once that you fail to identify research topic, you also fail to do research. Okay? And if you fail to identify research topic, you also fail to convince your readers to continue reading your paper. That is why it is very important for us to consider the different ways on how to appropriately identify research topics. And technically, based on our reference materials, we have we have seven different ways on how to choose a research topic. And those are number one, identify your area of interest. Second is focus on your program's core areas. Third, review existing literature. Fourth, narrow your focus. Five, evaluate visibility. Six, consider the significance. And seven, consult with peers or mentors. Now, let's first talk about the first one, which is identify your area of interest. Bakit mahalaga that we consider the area of interest in the conduct of research? Kasi technically, kahit gaano pa kaganda yung mga topics na pwede nating pamilian, if we are not interested on those topics, we will not spend time doing research on those topics. So, meaning to say, kapag pinapili tayo ng problem na magiging focus ng study natin, identify a problem that really sparks your curiosity. Identify a problem that you are really motivated with, no, throughout the research process. Okay? Kasi there are some instances na hindi lang ito ginagawa in one semester or two semesters. Sometimes we spend year in doing this study, so our area of interest is very important in conducting those study. Okay po? Second one is that focus on your program's core areas. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Simple lang yan. Halimbawa, you are a senior high school student and your strand is humanities. So technically, the problem or the topics that you have to identify are the problems that can be found on your strand, which is humanities. Halimbawa naman, college ka, you are from education department or education program. So the topic that you should focus on are the topics or problem na related on your program, which is education. Meaning to say, huwag nating pakialaman yung mga problema na hindi naman part ng ating program or area of concern. We should only focus on the strand, on the program that we are belong. Okay? Third is review existing literature. Reading articles such as theses, journals, dissertation, books, or even academic paper will help you identify topics or areas of concern. Kasi once that you explore different articles, maraming mga ideas, maraming mga discoveries ang pwede mo makita. And from those discoveries and areas of concern na makikita mo, you might consider those things in the conduct of your research paper. As well as makikita mo din doon alin ba yung mga common problems na nai-encounter based on different academic papers and journals. So this will serve as your references in identifying topic. Halimbawa, katulad ng pinagagawa ko sa mga estudyante ko, magbasa muna kayo sa Google Scholar or magtingin muna kayo sa ERIC ng mga topic or ng mga studies that are related on your program. Then after that, list down the topics that are repeatedly mentioned on those reference materials. And you may consider those topics as one of your topics in making your tabular. So review existing literature. Magbasa. Okay? Fourth is yung tinatawag natin na narrow your focus. My dear researcher, one thing na nagpapahirap sa buhay natin as researcher is that gusto natin marami tayong pinag-aaralan or gusto natin malawak yung coverage natin. No. In conducting research, applicable dito yung kasabihan na one step at a time. No, hindi pwedeng sabay-sabay o hindi pwedeng malawak yung focus natin. You should also consider your skill, your availability, your resources as a researcher. No, baka ang gusto mong i-cover sa study mo ay buong district of Batangas but you do not have enough resources. So you might consider narrowing or making your topic specific, no, so that it will not put burden on your shoulder when you are already in the conduct of your research. Make it specific, make it narrow. Okay? Then, fifth one is yung tinatawag natin na evaluate feasibility. Ito, lagi ko itong pinagagawa sa mga BSBA students ko. Pag sinabi natin feasibility is that does conducting that topic is worth of your time? Baka naman maglalaan ka dyan ng oras, maglalaan ka dyan ng pera, maglalaan ka dyan ng effort, and yet it is not feasible naman pag-aralan. No? Hindi naman pala kayang pag-aralan yung topic na napili mo. Another thing is that kaya ba siyang matapos within the given timetable of your school? Halimbawa, you want to make a research that is theoretically based or you want to make a theoretical research. So, yung paggagawa ba ng theories ay kayang makover within 2 semesters or within 1 semester? So, meaning to say, you have to consider your money, your time, your resources, no? And your expertise as a researcher. Kasi baka naman sa sobrang hirap ng topic na napili natin, hindi na pala siya feasible or hindi na pala siya possible na pag-aralan. Okay po? Then, pang-anim is yung tinatawag natin na consider the significance. Thus, studying this topic will give contribution in the body of knowledge. Meron ba itong significance na maibibigay sa academic community? Halimbawa, I am from tourism program. Kapag ba pinag-aralan ko ang marketing plan ng lugar na ito and malaman ko yung weaknesses and strength ng marketing program or tourism plan ng lugar na to, thus it will contribute to the academic community. Meron ba akong maibibigay na solusyon, no? And significance sa mga taong magiging respondents ko or magiging involved in the conduct of my research paper, no? Baka naman walang significance yung study na yan, edi wag mo nang pag-aralan. Okay? And lastly is consult with mentors or peers. Lagi ko tong sinasabi sa mga estudyante ko. When you are identifying topics, you may, no, directly ask those persons involved. Halimbawa, mga estudyante, mag-interview ka. You are BSBA students. Ano ba yung mga common problem na tingin mo nararanasan ng mga BSBA students that you might consider in the development of your topic? O di kaya naman yung mismong mga nasa business field, pumunta ka sa labas, magtanong ka ng mga nasa field of business, you ask them, ano po yung mga common problems na na-encounter ninyo in running your business? O di kaya naman yung mga mentors mo, yung mga teachers mo, or yung mga tinatawag natin na most knowledgeable individual or most knowledgeable person, you ask them. Kasi they have experiences, ideas, and knowledge na maaaring makatulong sa iyo in developing your research topics. So technically, these are the 7 ways or 7 things that you might consider in identifying your research topics. So number 1, first consideration is, are you interested on those topics na na-identify mo? Gusto mo ba talagang pag-aralan yung topics na yan? Baka naman you are just being pressured, no, by your teacher na pag-aralan yan. Okay, consider your interest. Second one is that consider your program. Baka naman kasi may provided na research trusts or may provided na stipulations or areas of concern ang program ninyo na doon lamang kayo magpo-focus, consider that. Third is magbasa. Magtingin sa mga existing ng articles, books, academic papers such as thesis, dissertation, and journals na pwede mong maging point of references. in identifying your problem. Fourth is, wag mo masyadong pahirapan yung sarili mo. Make your topic specific. Be direct to the point. Okay? Fifth is yung tinatawag natin na evaluate feasibility. Kaya bang matapos or kaya bang pag-aralan yung topic na napili mo within a short period of time na meron ka? Consider the feasibility. Resources, time, effort, money. Okay? Six is that, meron bang maiko-contribute ang study na yan? Makakatulong ka ba sa body of knowledge or academic community once na pinag-aralan mo yan? And seven is that, do not be afraid to consult with your mentors and peers. Conduct interview, no? Ask their opinion, ask their ideas, and this will help you to appropriately identify topics for your research paper. So these are the reference materials that I use for this video discussion, and thank you so much for listening.